I'm Blake.
And I'm Stacy Nemelka, and we have been living in our home for about 3 weeks now in North Logan. Well, we looked through a few different building companies throughout the valley, and this lot is interesting because it's very narrow and long, and so at first we were looking at the different plans throughout the different companies in the valley, but then we saw this plan, this house plan, and we really, really liked it. We wanted to change a few things, but Immaculate was the most flexible with us, with what we wanted, and we liked their style, design, and what came in their package just right up front, just really worked with what we wanted. And so it was just a smooth process getting started with it.
I think that's perfect. That it was the combination of being able to be flexible to what we wanted. No other builder would be as flexible as we needed Immaculate to be, but on our budget without hiring a custom architect. And then
with our unique lot shape.
Yeah, with the lot shape. Seriously, that was what it was. It was we couldn't afford to have a custom architect do our home. I mean, we don't have that kind of money, but we wanted a nice looking house, and Immaculate could do both those things.
Yeah.
The things that Immaculate can't control is what would give any builder a bad rap, right? The timing of subs,
for sure.
The patience that's needed when something doesn't go according to plan, or the weather. That's something that Immaculate can't control. So that was something we had to really be patient on and understand that wasn't Immaculate's fault. That would have happened with any builder.
One thing that we really liked, again, the flexibility. We were making choices and changing our minds.
All the time.
All the time. We had a family building at the same time that we were, and or just finished building their homes last year, and they'd say, "You are still changing your mind." They're letting you do that.
They let us change. They wouldn't even let them change it, or it would be a $500 change if it was something minor.
But Dave told me I could have 10 different door colors.
Yep.
I think I only landed on 3, but he's like, I will give you 10 door color changes. And so just little things like that, changing with Justin Jensen, cabinets. We had a whole different plan for our kitchen cabinets, and then 3 months later I said, pause, let's reevaluate. And that was kind of the deal with little things here and there. And they were just great and patient and let us kind of do our thing.
I think my favorite part of Immaculate is there were these specific check-ins, and I'm very OCD that way, where I need to know exactly when we're going to check in and on what. So they would hit that date every time. I'd come with my questions, they would come with theirs. Theirs were always longer than mine, which impressed me because I thought I covered everything. But we'd show up, and Anna would be here and Dave would be here, and we'd go through the list and then just set the next goal. And I knew every Tuesday was construction meeting, and I'd get a text from Dave that afternoon to give me an update. It was really stressful because we'd picked out this perfect lot, and we weren't interested in any other lot. And on Thanksgiving, we got the notice that the lot was not ready to close by 5 o'clock that day. So this was Thanksgiving last year. And I actually had to call Dave on his cell phone on Thanksgiving, and he answered, and he called the general contractor, Jordan, who then on Thanksgiving with his family left the room, went and called the lot owner, and we kind of figured it out and made a better timeline. So I just thought that was impressive, as on a major holiday, that had we not closed by 5 o'clock, we would have lost the lot.
Yeah, another thing is we were actually on vacation in Disneyland, and we get a phone call from Jordan, and we had originally chosen these vaulted ceilings. We like higher ceilings, and we knew that the trade ceilings were a little bit of an upgrade, and we thought, we're happy with the vault. But he said, hey, the construction person looked at the plans, and with your specific house, the angles of the pitch, the vaulted ceiling won't look good, so we're gonna go ahead and do a tray ceilings for free upgrade. And so we thought, happy Disneyland trip to us.
Well, and that's
because we were worried when they said that. I thought, oh great, are we gonna just have to have
that happened several times where the general contractor thought that what we had picked maybe wasn't going to look good, and he didn't have any sort of reservation on telling us that, but he did it in a very tactful way, and it turned out he was right. And so in the end, there were 3 or 4 things that we ended up choosing because they gave the recommendation. And now looking back at it after being here for a month, we realized that was the right choice.
I know, we've never built a house, so we didn't know, okay, this siding needs to match this siding, because when you're driving up the road, this will look better. And our minds was like, oh no, just do it all this way. And so they would interject their personal opinions,
would call
and
me
it
and
turned out great.
We're gonna change that for you. We're like, okay, great.
Yeah, so I was super pleased with all that.
I mean, there's
Dave's
several
just been so sweet to work with.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the day where they'd done the dirt work wrong, and and I think that's another thing is that we could be quick to always judge Immaculate, but it really wasn't them. It would be a sub that would do something, And that caused the concrete to be a little slanted in a direction it wasn't supposed to. So Dave came up here, we got in contract, and they tore up several thousands of dollars worth of concrete just so they could get it right. And I didn't even have to ask them to do that. So that made me happy, because I came up here nervous, kind of thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to kind of get into it with these guys about tearing up a lot of concrete.
And
but
Jordan would do that a few times too. He'd say, this isn't up to our level of quality, so we're gonna redo this.
yeah.
It might set you back a couple of weeks, but we've got to get it right. And I think we're grateful because we prefer quality over necessarily a quick timeline.
Yeah. If I could give any advice to anyone else working with Immaculate is make sure that you're patient on the timing, but you're gonna get the quality that you'll want.
Another good story though, it was actually a day or two before closing. Dave said, hey, I'm looking into something that was maybe, what was the word he used? I don't know. But apparently we were billed twice for flooring, and no one would have caught that had Dave not gone through, and they could have easily.
And this was not an insignificant amount of money.
Yeah, it was double the cost of our flooring, but no one knew. We never asked questions. We just figured, yep, all is well.
Yeah, our realtor missed it. We missed it.
Everyone missed it, and so it could have very easily gone into Immaculate's pocket, but Dave refunded us that big fat check. So.
Yeah, that was really exciting.
Yeah, so that was one thing we're like, wow.
So like ethically, I think that I would recommend them to anybody.
They're just so
on that
trustworthy.
alone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.